think it's only fair, though, we start with Crystal Palace and Oliver Glasner, because since he has come in 11 games, they've won 5, drawn 3 and lost 3. That, for a team like Palace, bearing in mind what he was picking up when he came in, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
Do you know what it is? It is unbelievable. And I know, obviously, 5 o'clock's when we're going to go on your lot, but Palace last night I thought were absolutely outstanding. From start to finish, from Henderson, the goalkeeper. What did you think about the goal that was disallowed?
Oh, what, the shove on him?
Yeah. So
that was Højlund, wasn't it?
I thought it was harsh, but there's one angle where it looks like Højlund grabs the arm that he goes to punch with, so he can't. So,
I mean, it's a goalkeeper, right? If he's on a defender, probably it's not a foul.
Yeah. So it was one of the
But you know what? I'm going to be honest. I look at that, right, and I'm like, will you stop? I'm going to have to close that window, because every time someone walks past, you just wave at them.
It was a nil.
I'll be honest, I could easily sit here and go, that's the goal, but, you know, when you get absolutely played off the park and annihilated and thumped and embarrassed like that, I haven't got any problems with goals that are disallowed, because we deserved absolutely nothing from the game. Let's talk Man United later. Let's talk Palace.
But I thought, were outstanding. I thought from back to front, Henderson, I thought was very good. The back three, moving into that back three, looked really comfortable. I thought Adam Wharton from Blackburn, he looked exceptional. But listen, we know Will Hughes, who I know really well, played with him at Derby, always had the ability. Now he's playing week in, week out. Really nice, tidy footballer. But those 3 up top.
Yeah.
Olise, Eze, and Mateta.
I want to talk to you about Olise. Well, in fact, let's talk about all of them, because I sort of feel with Mateta, the relationship he's got, not the relationship, but he's come on leaps and bounds since the new manager's come in. A little bit like, do you remember when Joe Linton was at Newcastle and Eddie Howe took over?
And put him back into midfield.
Yeah, and turned him into a completely different player. Isn't it amazing what a new manager, a new lease of life can give someone?
But also, it's giving him an opportunity to score goals. He's getting a good run in the team.
Yeah. It's 9 goals since Glasner took over.
As a centre forward, you'll never ever see the best of a striker or a forward if they're not getting that consistent run of games. If you put him in for a game, take him out, you're never going to see the best of him. Right now, he's had a run. He looks so good. I mean, his goal last night, question marks around your goalkeeper on a few of the goals, by the way. But
you think all of them but the first, right? Oh no, all of them but the second.
Yeah, I was like, But I thought Mateta played well. But when you've got those 2 behind you, in Olise and Eze, these guys.
Who's your favourite out of the 2?
Flip of a coin.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like what? It's that bad that Olise will get the ball and do something. Like his first goal when he went past Casemiro, like he was in quicksand.
I mean, that was ridiculous.
Right? I'm going, I'll take Olise. Then Eze will get the ball the very next time, go round someone, nutmeg someone, and go the other side and go, ooh, maybe I want Eze. Both of them have been so good. And
do they stay?
No.
They both leave, do they, in this window?
And that, again, that's no disrespect to Palace, but I fully expect teams at the top end of the Premier League, top half, like right at the top, or even across Europe, coming in for these two.
Let me ask them, because Wilf Zaha was that level, right? Yeah.
No, I think these two have got more natural ability than Wilf. Like Wilf was unbelievable in the dribbling, but I look at these two and there's something special about these two.
But my question is, apart from his little transfer to Man United, did that when he went back to Palace, he was flying and no big clubs got him. Yeah. So what makes you think it's going to be different with Eze and Olise?
Because I think Zaha, when he went to Manchester United, wrong time. Obviously, it was David Moyes after Fergie. The club was in transition. I don't think David Moyes knew how to use him right. He didn't really get a fair crack. Then he went to Cardiff, didn't he, on loan? But I think can you imagine Olise or Eze going to Man City under Pep's guidance?
I don't know if Olise will work there.
Or go to Liverpool.
But you understand what I'm saying? I think Eze maybe, Olise I think...
Free spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, but imagine him at Liverpool then. Like the coaching they're going to get from these clubs.
It would be ridiculous. Turn him into a much better player.
Turn them superstars. Absolutely. Like Eze, he could play wide left, wide right, number 10. I think he could even play, not a holding midfield role, but more of like an 8. Both of them are just... It must be... If I was a centre forward and I turned around and saw them two behind me, I'm thinking every single game we play, I'm getting chances here.
I agree. So you think they're going to go? Or bids will come in? What sort of money are you looking at for both of them?
Oh my goodness. Package deal?
No. On their own. Both the same, whatever they cost, both the same?
Both 60 million upwards.
Oh, minimum 60.
Yeah, I mean, we can't get carried away because of the injuries and stuff, but minimum 60 for one.
Palace currently 14th at the moment in the Premier League, but Glaston's only been there, 11 games? Is it 11? Yeah, he's 11. Realistically, next season, I know people might be listening going, you're getting a bit ahead of yourselves. I mean, you play...
I mean, next season is going to be hard because they've got so many good players at their team that other clubs are going to want to come and take.
Right. Gurley being another one?
Another one. I even like Anderson. I think Anderson's a really good defender. Decore's not even been playing. He's a good player. And even like Tyreek Mitchell, left back. Wharton. I mean, he only just got there.
Yeah.
And he looks incredible. So that is if that squad doesn't get pulled to pieces, So just for instance, if they were to keep the squad they've got exact same now, and these two are fit and Mateta's flying, easily top 10. Easily, comfortably.
Okay. Crystal Palace fans, it's your chance to have your say. I'm looking at my switchboard. Only one exists. There's lots of Man United fans, but we do Man United from 5. So Palace fans, if you phone, you'll be second in theory, and then third and fourth and so on. So my advice is get your call in now to talk about your manager. How good is Oliver Glasner? We've not really spoke about him too much, so you can do that. And we'll talk about your team. How difficult will it be to keep them for next season? If you do, what are the limits? What is the ceiling for Crystal Palace? 03717 223344. Dial that, you'll be next. The number that Scott has dialed. Hello, Scott. How are you?
Hi, boys. How we doing?
I'm great. How are you? Well, I'm not great, but...
Yeah, well, no, you won't be great. We're good at Palace.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a Palace fan, but I'm great as well. Thanks for asking, Scott.
Palace... sorry, Palace.
Game.
Scott, did you go to Palace last night, Scott?
I was there.
Okay.
Loving it. Absolutely brilliant.
All right. What have you found up to say? Apart from gloating, what have you found up to say, Scott?
Well, mainly gloating, but just to say, everyone's when Hodgson went, everyone said, be careful what you wish for and all that kind of stuff. But the transformation of every single player has been brilliant. I mean, Hughes, everyone wanted him out, and now he's just unbelievable.
Why? Tell me why, Scott. What's happened?
We're just playing football, which is on the front foot. We're attacking. We're closing down. The boys are fitter. They're noticeably fitter already. We've had a breakaway, and they've obviously done a lot of work on the fitness. They all know what they're doing. They're all playing with a smile on their face. And we've got players back from injury. That has been, Olise and Eze have been injured. They're back now, and they're flying.
Do you know what, Scott? You make a good point about fitness, because you look at Mateta, he all of a sudden looks like he's kind of shrunk down a little bit, but he looks ripped now, because he looked a bit heavy before. Now he looks like he's in great nick.
He did. He was blowing after 45, 50 minutes almost every game, and now they have to drag him off the pitch. He's just brilliant. I mean, his confidence, just amazing.
If you keep hold of everyone next season, I don't think you will. I don't think you'll be able to. But if you did, realistically, what would the aim be for a side like Palace with those superstars in it?
Well, if we kept everyone, it would be a miracle. But we'd be, I think, best case 8th place, maybe 7th. Try and get in Europe.
Okay, let me ask, out of the two superstars...
Oh, no, so you nicked my question.
Go on, you can ask it then.
You go on.
No, I don't mind.
No, go on.
Which one's taller? No, I wasn't going to do it. Out of Olise and Eze, if you had to keep one, who would it be? Sorry, if you had to sell one.
That's horrible, that.
It's the same question.
If we had to sell one, I don't want to sell... I think Olise apparently has got a release clause, so I think he's the one who's going to go.
That's not why I asked.
His release clause apparently is like 60 million. If that's the case, every top team in Europe should be after him.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's gone. But
go on, you've got to let one go now. Which one are you letting go, Scott?
I would let Eze go.
Okay.
I think Olise is just going to be top Champions League. He's going to be a superstar.
Okay.
I've heard that before. I've heard people who worked at Palace, me and him used to argue a lot. I ain't going to say who it is. I'm not going to, obviously, snitch, come on, snitch. And me and him used to talk regular about it.
You tell me in a break?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he always used to say to me, Olise is better than Eze. And I say, no chance. And he always say, yep.
Okay, well, it looks like it's too close yet, but Mark's up next, a Palace fan. Hi, Marky Mark.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Yeah, great. I'm buzzing after last night's win. And first of all, lads, thank you so much for bigging Palace up instead of everyone else saying how bad Man United were, because we would have played anybody well last night. I tell you, any of the top teams we would have won the game.
Rest assured, we'll be slagging off Man United at 5.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to slag them off. I just think it's good that you actually praised Palace for our performance instead of saying how bad Man United.
Well, I think it was a bit of both. I could, and I probably might mention Man United's lack of first-team players available through injury last night. But
we're not listening.
No, well, not. I just think Palace played us off the park. I thought you were fantastic in every department, and I think when that happens, irrelevant of the team, you've got to pat them on the back.
Totally agree. Well, thanks for that, because all I've heard all day long is how bad Man U were, but we played them off the park.
You did.
So that's good. What do you think Casemiro's worth now, then?
We're talking Man United at 5.
Sorry. Let's get back to Palace.
Let's talk about your side, Mark. Mark, you've just said you're sick of people slagging off Man United when we should be praising Palace.
Sorry. Anyway, let's get back to why I phoned in, because I think we'll keep Eze and Olise. I don't
know. Why?
I do. 2 reasons. One, they've been injured a lot this year. Yeah? So I think they're coming back to fitness and they want to get back in. They know they're guaranteed first-team football. Absolutely first 2 on the team sheet. And the way that Olise ran up to Glasner after his second goal, to me, said a lot. the way that he ran up to him directly, it wasn't a hug goodbye. To me, that was a hug of, this is work,
but
I'm loving it.
if the window opens and you get an offer from Man City and his head will be turned.
Man City won't go for him.
Okay.
I think they go for Eze, though.
Instead of who?
If one of the two, Olise or Eze, I think Man City, I don't know why, I look at the way that they play.
But why would Man City want him? Who would he put out of the team?
I mean, Bernardo Silva's not getting any younger, although he's been fantastic. You've got Grealish that has had his struggles this season.
Yeah. See, I think from what I've read before and heard through the grapevine, that Olise and Eze, if they were to go, which I still don't think they will only go if they are guaranteed playing all the time. So do you think any top team can guarantee that to them?
Spurs?
I don't think you get guarantees out when you go to a top club.
No, I said top team.
Yeah, but Spurs are bigger than Palace, right?
Yeah, they are bigger than
Chelsea.
Palace, but would he want to? I don't think that he could guarantee that either of them first.
That's not a bad shout, Chelsea, by the way.
No,
yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He's not having it.
Do you know why it's not a bad shout? I'm looking at this
because they buy everyone. They've got way too many players.
No, but I'm thinking on the right hand side. Who plays on the right for them?
Not Sterling.
No,
he can't get going.
So at least Eze could play in that midfield for sure.
Yeah.
Go on, Arsenal. Just like 120 on the table. We'll take both.
Mate, how many players are you buying? You're buying Bruno Guimaraes. You're buying Isaac.
Listen, big budget, isn't it?
No, it's not. You haven't got that money.
Well, no, we've got the money. We just can't spend it.
What are you going to do? Right? Because I haven't decided if I'm going to cash out yet. If we beat you on Sunday, then Forest do us a favour against Chelsea, and you have to pay me money, and the reason you don't win the league is because we beat you.
Yeah, it'd be tough to take, but I'm sure you're going to cash out before then, because after what we saw last night, you've got no confidence.
Yeah, I don't know why I've said that.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.